Those early years were lots of fun, and though they lost more than they won, baseball had returned to Baltimore. Put two Robbies in the mix, and by 1966, the Orioles had put the Dodgers down in 4. Talking baseball, Gentile and John Orsino.
Welcome to Dave's Cards and Sports Games. I'm Dave. This is our APBA tournament going on right now, and yes, APBA, all-time greats. And there's our list of the teams right here. This is the top part of the bracket. The Pirates beat the Giants. The Senators beat the Giants. The Cubs beat the Cards. Giants beat the Cards. Red Sox beat the Yankees. Giants beat the Cards. Cubs beat the White Sox. And the Tigers beat the O's. That was in the Hornsby Conference. And that was in the Frank Robinson division and the Musial division. In the Ty Cobb division of the Mantle Conference, we had the Yankees beating the Mariners in a 2 straight. Braves beat the Tigers in 2 straight. Tigers beat the Phillies in 2 straight. A lot of sweeps. Dodgers over the Giants. Indians over the Browns. Good one there. Cardinals over the Cubs. Reds over the Braves. And we are now to the Orioles and the Red Sox and the Ted Williams. After this is the top final 16th series of 32. Dave's Cards and Sports Games. Playing a little APBA on a Tuesday afternoon. Once again, this is the cheat sheet here. If you want to look, this is some of the tips. Pitchers, A's outstanding, B's above average, C's average, D's below average. If you have a lot of X's and Y's on your card, that's a lot of strikeouts. W's bad. Batters, if you see a 1, it's going to be a home run pretty much all the time. Triple all the time, pretty much on 2. And then we have pretty much it's good to shake a number between 11 and under. You have a good chance for a hit. 8s are hits versus C's. 9 are hits versus B's. Pretty much strikeout all the time on a 13. Walk on a 14. Errors in the 15 to 23. Ground ball to short on 24-28. To second, 25-26. Third, 27. And pitcher, 29. Numbers you're going to see a lot, 30, 31, 32. 30 is to left, 31 is to center, 32 is to right. Then you have pretty much mostly pop-ups. Wacky plays, 37 to 41. And 36, mostly a wild pitch or a pass ball. We'll put that sheet here. This is the Red Sox versus the Orioles. If I can make this phone a little bigger. There we go. Once again, this would be out of 64 teams, we have the Red Sox rated 37th and the Orioles rated 28th by Joe Demarest. Jay Demarest. And here we go. The lineup for the Red Sox in this game will be, might as well just show you the cards. Cecil Houston will be on the mound for the Sox. And the other 8 will be Wally Moses, Johnny Pesky, Dom DiMaggio, Ted Williams with a great card, Rudy York, Bobby Doerr, Pinky Higgins, and Hal Wagner. And the pitcher for the O's will be Dave McAnally. And the fielders will be Aparicio, Russ Snyder, Frank Robinson, and Brooks Robinson back-to-back, Boog Powell, Kurt Blefary, Johnson, and Echeverrin. Sorry, I don't know how to say if it's Blefary or Blefary. One of the few names I don't know how to say. And for the tournament, we use the Pop-O-Matic, which is always fun, and the dice don't go flying off the table. So let's get into it. Top of the first, McAnally is a BYZ, going to face Moses. And Houston for the Bo Sox is also a BYZ. Next pitch will be Ferris, who's an A. So here we go. We'll zoom in a little bit more now. I was going to play this game a long time ago. I had this on the floor for a while to my right here in the dining room, which is now basically a baseball card room. And here we go with the first pitch. McAnally facing Moses. And Moses starts it out with a 13, and a 13 is pretty much always a strikeout. Johnny Pesky. 64 is a 30, and once again, 30, 31, 32 fly balls. That's the left field. 2 up, 2 down. Dom DiMaggio up, and he shakes a 14, which puts a runner on base for big old Ted Williams. An 11 or a 66 is a homer. 4, I believe, is a triple. 6 is a double. Let's see what happens. It's a 31. That's an F8. Inning over, a fast inning for the Sox. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. For the O's, Louis Aparicio will lead off with some speed. 11s are good on cards for speed. Against Houston, in the windup in the pitch, it's an 8 on a B. That is going to be a routine out. Might as well get it to the right board here on my master board. F8. Dom DiMaggio with an easy play. Russ Snyder up, and Snyder shakes a 36, which is a walk. Like to get somebody on when you have Frank Robinson, Brooks Robinson, and Boog Powell all coming up with a lot of power. Brooks Robinson shakes a 13. That's a strikeout. First strikeout of the game for Houston, and Brooks Robinson is up now, and Brooks Robinson shakes a 32. That's a ground ball to second base, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and likewise, 1 runner left on base, so 2 walks in the game. We go to the top of the second, no score. And Rudy York, the batter for the Sox, and he shakes a 4 down the line. It's going to be off the wall. Double, a leadoff double for the Sox. And Bobby Doerr's up right now with a great card. And Doerr shakes a 25. And the fielding for the Red Sox is 1, and the Orioles is a fielding 2. So we will see if this is a double play on a fielding 2. Line drive out, so they got lucky. So it's just an L4. Would have been a double play if that was the Orioles batting against the Red Sox. So runner on second. Michael Franklin, Pinky Higgins is up, and Pinky Higgins hits a fly ball to center field. And that should be Russ Snyder under it. Yes, it is. He has it. 2 outs. Hal Wagner up, and he shakes a ground ball to second. Leadoff double by the Bo Sox. Left stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. The O's are up now with Boog Powell up with a lot of power. 66. And an 11 is a home run. 21 is a 13. That's the strikeout number. Second strikeout of the game for Houston. Kurt Bleferi is up, and he shakes a ground ball to short. Johnson is up, and Johnson has a chance to hit a homer here. A double would be a homer. It's way back, going off the top of the wall. And it's a stand-up double for Davy Johnson with 2 outs. Smart play. Did not try to go for third with 2 outs. Etchebarren is up, and Etchebarren shakes a 36. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runner to third. So Etchebarren stays up. Houston on the mound. And he shakes an 8 on a B. So fortunately for Houston, it's just a fly ball to right field. And I have Moses. Well, they had Moses playing there that year, so no runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We have the first hit of the game for the O's. Both teams have a double. Tex Houston. Houston is going to bat. That's a couple of chances for a hit here if he shakes a double. 34 is going to be a strikeout. Moses struck out to start the game. And here he shakes an 8. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Snyder has it. And another walk. This one to Pesky. So second walk of the game. Dom DiMaggio is up. And Dom DiMaggio shakes a 10. That's a base hit. Runners On first and third and White, DiMaggio decides to steal second base. Second and third with Ted Williams up. Do you walk him? I'm not going to walk him. Here we go. And it's a walk anyway. So base is loaded for Rudy York. Has a chance for a grand slam home run if he shakes a 66. Can do some damage also with a 33 or an 11. 21 is a strikeout. The third strikeout of the game for McAnally. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 runners left on base, 5 for the Sox in their first 3 innings of batting. We're at Orioles Park for the World Series playoff game in Dave's Cards and Sports Games, the Dave's Tournament. This is not the World Series yet, even though I said it was. 9 by McAnally's a base hit for the pitcher, a huge play. McAnally leadoff hit. Aparicio is going to bunt him to second. 34 might be a bad bunt. Safe at first, runner out at second, so that's a good bunt. So we move him to second base. We write sack, bunt, 3, 4, 1 out. Russ Snyder's up with a runner on second base, and he shakes a 7. That should be good news. Both pitchers are Bs, and the 7 is going to knock him in. So the leadoff hit by McAnally ends up doing some damage. Snyder with a single. Frank Robinson is up, and Robinson shakes a 30, which is an F7. Brooks Robinson is up, and he also shakes a fly ball to Ted Williams. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. The O's lead 1-0 after 3 innings of play. Bobby Doerr up for the Bo Sox, and he shakes another 3 straight 30s. Pinky Higgins is up, and he shakes a 13. That's a walk for Pinky. Hal Wagner is up, and Hal Wagner shakes a 34, which is, it might be a strikeout. I don't think it is. Yes, it is, a strikeout. So that's strikeout number 4 for McAnally, and now he ends up facing the pitcher to end the inning, and that's Houston. Let's see if Houston can get a hit. Shakes an 8. He gave it a shot, but he's out. 5-3, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of 4. 1-0 the score in favor of the O's. This is game 1 of the best-of-3 series. Jay Demarest rates every team in the tournament, and he has the O's 28 and the Bo Sox 37. Boog Powell shakes an 8. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Bluffer is up 4-3. The only name I don't know how to say in this whole tournament. And Davey Johnson is up, and he also hits a fly ball to center field. A very fast inning. 3 up, 3 down for the O's after 4. 1-0 Baltimore. Top of the lineup up, so both Sox hoping to get somebody on and have a chance for Ted to get up. 42 is a strikeout for Moses. That's the Pesky is up, and Pesky 38, F8. Don DiMaggio, F8. And Ted Williams will be up next inning. Bottom of 5, 1-0 Baltimore trying to add on to their lead. Etchebarren is up. Etchebarren hits a fly ball to center field. McAnally 1 for 1 in the game with the only run scored. Decides to strike out this time. And Aparicio is up with 2 outs, and he shakes a walk. A lot of walks this game for both teams. Russ Snyder is up, and he shakes a 9, which is an infield single. So with runners on first and second, a 4 is also a home run. So if it's an 11:33 or 66, this goes from a 1-0 game to a 4-0 game, and it's an 11. It's a home run for Frank Robinson. I called that on Dave's Cards and Sports Games. 4-0. Orioles. Big Frank with a 3-run shot. We'll show you what happened. Inning started with a walk to Aparicio. Then Snyder with a single, infield single. Then Frank Robinson with a big 3-run homer. 4-0 O's on Dave's Cards and Sports Games. Brooks Robinson now up, and he rips a double. Action is going to be in the pen here for the Red Sox as Houston is getting rocked. I mean, Klinger will stand up. Really no reason to use him yet. 4 straight runners with 2 outs. And the inning ends with Powell striking out, is what he did a lot that year. So, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Score after 5, Baltimore 4, Red Sox nothing. Ted is up. Ted is 0 for 1 with a walk. And he rips one. Fair ball, double. A lot of ball left to be played in this game. Rudy York is up, and York strikes out. 6 strikeout for McAnally. Bobby Dorr is up, and Bobby Dorr shakes a 7. A run's going to score, and it's 4-1. Williams scores on Dorr's single. Pinky Higgins is up. And he shakes an 8, which is just going to be a fielder's choice. Wagner up. And Wagner shakes an 8, which is just going to be another fielder's choice. We'll just say 5-3. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on. So the Red Sox do score a run, and after 6, it's 4-1. Bleffery is up. Bleffery is out. Johnson is up, and he shakes a 32. That's going to be an F9. And Echeverria an 0 for 2 with a fly to right, a fly to center, and a ground ball to the pitcher. 1-3. So that's what the doctor ordered for the Red Sox. And the pitcher's leading off here the 7th. We're going to definitely bring in a pinch hitter. Let's see who will bat for the Red Sox. It's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card. That's not a good card. That's not a good card. So let's see what we have here. We have an outfielder. We'll let Tom McBride bat. Tom McBride will be the batter for Houston. So here's what you do. Put the squiggly line in. You put down McBride. And then you put 7 in parentheses. Also do Houston stats. 6 hits. 4 runs. All earned. He went 6 innings. Can be the loser. Cannot be the winner. He walked 1, 2. He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe he had a wild pitch. No, he did not. I know somebody went to third on a... Yeah, well, he did have 1 wild pitch. So there it is. All right, and we'll figure out who's coming in next. So let's play with McBride up right now. And McBride... all of that for a fly ball to left field. 1 out. Moses is up with 2 strikeouts and 3 at-bats. F9. Pesky with a walk in 3 at-bats. Same thing. F9. Pop-O-Matic's usually pretty good at changing the numbers around. 2 innings left for the Orioles. Or the Red Sox. The Orioles have the lead. And like I said, let's bring in Klinger. Klinger will pitch for the Red Sox. He's just a straight B, fielding one. The team is still fielding one, so that's good. Orioles up, bottom of 7. McAnally with a hit, and he scored the first run of the game. 55 is an 8. That is an out. F8. Louis Aparicio with a sacrifice bunt, a walk, a run scored in 3 at-bats. 8. Another fly ball to center field. Russ Snyder is up, and he hits a fly ball to center field. 1, 2, 3. Go the Orioles. And who was it that made the plays again? It was, Dom DiMaggio with a record that'll never be beat. 3 putouts in the inning for Dom. And what always happens? He leads off the next inning, of course. Let's quickly look to see if Baltimore has any good relievers. Fisher is a BZ, Dabrowski is a BXYZ, and Miller is an AYZ. So if something gets going here, they definitely have guys. We'll just say 2 relievers are warming up right now. Base hit for Dom DiMaggio. And we'll just say it's, see if they're going to do the double switch. Nope. So if somebody else gets on, Stu Miller will come into the game. Ted Williams. A lot of power. And he hits one out. Ted Williams way back gone. It's now 4-3. As McAnally is tiring in the later innings. And there will be a pitching change. It's McAnally. McAnally so far has given up 3 runs on 5 hits, all earned. And he went 7 innings. He could still be the loser, or he can still be the winner, not the loser. He has walked 1, 2, 3 in the game. And I think he struck out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming in the game now for the Orioles is going to be Stu Miller with a great card. Miller coming in. I forgot to put the pitcher in that started that last inning for the Red Sox. So here we go. Miller is pitching now. We have Rudy York batting after Ted Williams started slow with a fly ball to center. Then he walked, then he doubled and scored. And now we got a 2-run homer. 4-0 game is now 4-3. And a 45 is a walk. Not the way you want to start the inning as a reliever. Bobby Doerr is up. Bobby Doerr, way back, gone. What a comeback for the Red Sox. The Red Sox this inning are just raking. Single for DiMaggio, homer for Williams, a walk for York, Doerr with a 2-run homer. The Red Sox are leading now. Higgins is up, and Higgins almost hits one nice. But this one he popped up. Wagner is up. And Wagner hits a 1-3. So, do we let the pitcher bat? It's a pretty good card. We're going to let the pitcher bat. Klinger. And it wouldn't have mattered. He hit a 5-3. Phenomenal hitting pitcher. So in the inning, 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Red Sox are up 5-4 now. And Klinger is going to go into his second inning. Miller did not look good in the top of the inning. McAnally will not be the winning pitcher now, or the losing pitcher. Frank Robinson with a homer. Robinson, 5-3. Brooks Robinson, base hit. Boog Powell hits one way back. Going, gone. What a game. This is the best game of the whole tournament. It's now 6-5 Baltimore. And let's see what the Clank can do. F9. Fans have to be going crazy. Davy Johnson, 18. That might even be an error on a fielding one. Let's look. It is. E6. So the ball through the wickets of Pesky. Etchebarren is up. Strikes out. What a game. 2 runs, 2 hits. There was an error. And 1 left on base. After 8 innings of play, Baltimore has 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 5 runners left on base. The Bo Sox have 5 runs, 6 hits. They do have an error, and 7 runners left on base. Top of the 9th inning. Can Miller get shaken up again? We'll find out now. Top of the lineup for Boston. 6-5 for the O's. After 4 innings, it was 1-0. After 5 innings, it was 4-0 Baltimore. Now it's 6-5 Baltimore. Wally Moses, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. 40, we shake it again. 56, that's going to be a strikeout off a Y pitcher. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Pesky up. Pesky strikes out. Back-to-back Ks. It's up to Dom DiMaggio. He really wants to get on because Ted Williams in his last 2 at-bats has a double and a homer. Here we go. 2 outs. 9th inning. 6-5 Baltimore. And it's a base hit. Base hit. Ted Williams is up. Could give the Bo Sox the lead with an 11 or 66. Tie it up with a 22, 44, 55, or 33. He shakes a 22. It's a double. He ties the game up. And what? 4 innings for Ted Williams. A double homer and a double. We are tied at 6. Rudy York is up. And Rudy York walks. Miller, not looking good. Bobby Dorr is up, and Bobby Dorr shakes a 7. That's a base hit. 1st and 3rd. 4 straight hits, for 4 straight runners for the 2nd inning in a row for Boston. And I think Baltimore had that happen once too. Yes. Higgins is up. Higgins has a chance to give the team the lead. And he strikes out. It's 6-6 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. 1 run, 3 more hits for Boston. No errors. And kind of anticlimactic, Bobby Dorr's single knocked in a run. That's crazy. 1st and 2nd, and Dorr did knock in a run, and that did end the inning. So the Bo Sox have the lead. Pretty poor play-by-play calling by myself. I get too excited. I didn't know what was going on. It's now 7-6 Boston. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Klinger can still stay on if he wants, and we're going to let him pitch again. He will not be able to pitch the next game. That's absolutely embarrassing. I apologize, people that do like to watch games. Well, Paul Blair probably will be the one coming in. Paul Blair is going to bat for Miller. And the Orioles fans are happy about that. Miller with 2 very poor innings. He gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. He walked 2, struck out 3. Blair is batting. And here we go. Bottom of the ninth, Blair! Boy, these dice are going crazy today. It's a leadoff double for Blair. And he has some speed, too. Aparicio is up. The score is 7-6 Boston. 41 is a 24. Pop-up. 1 out. Russ Snyder is up. 2 for 3 in the game. Shakes an 8. Gonna move him to third. Frank Robinson with a 3-run homer. It's the bottom of the ninth. You're watching Dave's Cards and Sports Games, playing a little APBA baseball here. With a runner on third. An 11 or 66 wins the game for Baltimore. 33 or 22 will tie the game. And it's a 34, which is going to be a fly ball to center field. DiMaggio has it, and the game is over. What a game for Boston. Look at that. No runs. And in the last 4 innings, they get 6 runs. 7 runs, that should be. They get 7 runs in the last 4 innings and win the game 7-6. Boston, the winners, 7 runs, 9 hits. They did have an error, and they did leave 9. Baltimore, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and they left 6. So let's figure out the pitching again. Miller will be the losing pitcher. Not a good performance for Miller. And Klinger went 3 innings, will get the win. And in those 3 innings, he didn't look great. He gave up 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 strikeout. But he got the win. He will not be playing the next game, but for the Red Sox, as they go for the sweep, we'll have Ferris on the mound, who is a great card. So that'll wrap up game 1 of best of 3. The final score in this, a little bigger. Final score in this one, we have the Red Sox win it. Miraculous comeback, down 4-0 at one point. 7-6. Sorry about my mistake of the 9th inning, but yeah, Ted Williams did score 3 runs in the last 4 innings, and I missed it on the hit there. So hope you're all having a great day. You're watching Dave's Cards and Sports Games.